Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Emma and today I'm going to be giving you some map inspiration. Some of my lovely subscribers have very kindly submitted some map designs to give you guys some inspiration on how to lay out your island, how to make your map look absolutely beautiful. So I can't wait to show you them. Just before we get into it, please remember to like the video if you enjoy it. If you want to see more of this kind of content, then let me know in the comments below, because I thought that this would be really helpful. I know whilst working on my current island, I'm really struggling with how to lay out things, so you may be too. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. So let's get started. So first up, I have the island of Gardenia, which was submitted by ACNH Joy over on Twitter. And I love this map. It's very put together. I imagine it belonging to a very elegant island, which, going by the name, I'm guessing it is. I really love all the different kind of waterways she's got going on, with lots of different kind of elements to them, which is really nice. The pathing is really nice, so she has used the in-game paths, which is why it shows up like that. The two neighborhoods are quite large at the back, and then you've got two separate villager houses together, which to me is kind of what I'm looking for. When I'm looking at maps, I want to know how people have done their neighborhoods, because it is something that I struggle with. So maybe it's something that you struggle with as well. But this island looks like it's got a really nice flow to it, and there's not overly heavily on the terraforming, but there's enough there to make it a very interesting map. Next up, we have the island of Inu, which was submitted by @AnimalCaro Crossing. Caro, I'm really sorry, I just can't do it. But I'll put her details in the description below so you can have a look at it for yourself. Her island, again, is quite a town island, which I love. There's lots of in-game paths here, which gives me the idea that there's lots of plaza areas, lots of areas which are very kind of put together, but the path in between are nice as well. You've got a few inclines here and there. I love the fact that she's used the original kind of river mouths, so it flows nicely throughout the island, which is really nice, because I'm struggling with that as well. I find it hard to know where to put my rivers on a town island. She's done a couple neighborhoods, and then she's got some houses alone. I really like that neighborhood just over the river in the kind of center, which looks like it's kind of going to have a really nice dimension. I can't wait to tour this island. I definitely will be doing it, so I can't wait to see how it looks in reality. But yeah, thank you, Caro, for submitting your island. It's again a really nice map. Next up, we have the island of Hellevorn, which was submitted by @Melon over on Twitter. Her island is definitely more of a natural looking island. I love what she's done with the pathing on this map. The whole kind of circles dotted throughout, and there's some interesting shapes there as well. She's used the in-game path so it shows up like that, which is a really nice touch. I love the water terraforming on this island as well. There's so many pretty like rivers and lakes. There's streams coming off of the main rivers as well, which is nice, and a few little ponds. The fact that she's added in little islands as well is a really cute touch, and the way she's laid out her neighborhoods, it's not in all one area. She's put the houses dotted around the map, which I love to do as well. The fact that she's got like inclines coming off each other as well is very interesting. So it's a really beautiful map and a lovely looking island. Next up, at number 4, we have the island of Sonder, which was created by @ACNH Isla Rosa over on Twitter. This is a bit of a customized map, which is why it looks this way. There is a few of them featured in this video, but I didn't want to not include people just because they've customized their maps, and they still look gorgeous, so even better. This island is a botanical garden themed island, and I love the fact that she's incorporated the kind of straight edged path with the kind of curving circular elements of the kind of custom paths as well, which is really nice and interesting. It's kind of more of an elegant feeling island. There is a nice corner at the back where she's kind of made it more natural, but I like the difference between the natural waters and the flowing kind of more put together areas, which is really nice. Again, normally for kind of islands like this, you would think that there would be some form of neighborhood, but she's managed to kind of separate out her houses, and there's also a little collection of them on the beach, which I like the idea of that. If you don't have room on your map, don't be afraid to put them on the beach. But again, absolutely stunning. Really, really like this. Thank you so much for submitting it. Next up, we have the island of Faircrest, which was submitted by @alex.crossing_islands over on Instagram. And I really wanted to submit this map because the water terraforming on this island is just stunning. There's so much going on. There's so many like little hills where you can see the waterfalls are, and also the big river in the middle kind of flowing throughout from the bottom right to the bottom left, which is interesting because I would never go for an island with 2 inlets at the bottom, so she's really done a great job of incorporating that. I love the fact that the Plaza, Nook's Cranny and the Able Sisters all have their own little islands, and you've got the bridges kind of coming off them. There's houses dotted around near to the waterways. You've got kind of 2 houses at the back on the mountain, which I quite like, and then the bridge in between. Absolutely beautiful. Really, really gorgeous map. She's even managed to fit a little pond on her peninsula, which A for effort. I'm really impressed by that. So great job. Beautiful looking map. Really, really like it. For number 6, we have the island of Starfeild, created by IceFoxDoodles. She's done her own little kind of custom map, which is absolutely beautiful, but there's some really key points that we can take away from the way that she's done the layout of the island. She's got a few little kind of plaza areas, which are where the post office is, Punchy's Cafe, the library, but the water terraforming also is really beautiful. So she's kind of stemmed off rivers from one of the inlets down the bottom, and then she's kind of stemmed off a different kind of river / stream from the one on the right, which is really nice. I love the big ponds as well. There's a whole lot of water going on here, and there's nice kind of flowing paths throughout, which is really, really nice. And also she kind of separated everything out, which again I am a bit of a fan of, having different kind of areas. If you are planning an island, why not think about what areas you want, and then you can jot them down and kind of say, I'm going to have a stargazing spot here, I'm going to have a music area here, like they have done. It's a great idea and will definitely help you organize and plan things. So thank you again for submitting. It's a beautiful piece of art. I'm going to call it art because that's what it is. At number 7, we have Amber Falls, created by I Am Poodles over on Twitter. This island is really nice. I love the fact that there's so many hills and so many little bits of water, and then you've got kind of long rivers as well flowing throughout it. There's a lovely land bridge at the back which leads to the museum. Don't forget about those land bridges, guys. They can really, really make all the difference. And they look great on the map as well, I think, because you can separate water areas with them. This person has created the map using the custom paths, which is why you can't see it. But I think it's just important to look at this one and really appreciate all the different hills, all the different water areas. Maybe you have an inlet, a mouth, and you don't know what to do with it. You can see on the bottom river mouth, she's just created a lovely little pond, and then on the one on the left hand side, she's created kind of a flowing river. So it gives you some ideas as to how to work with those river mouths, as they are quite tricky because they are large, and I know for one that I definitely prefer having smaller river inlets. So yeah, there's some inspiration for you with regards to that. Again, they've really nicely separated out all their different houses, put them on different levels, which is really, really nice as well. Next up at number 8, we have the island of Boomi, which was created by @GreenleafPiles over on Instagram. Now, this is another custom map, but I really wanted to include it because of the way they have incorporated kind of town elements and also really, really natural elements. And with this, you can kind of see where the custom paths are. The kind of, I'm going to call them city roads, are really nice in the left-hand corner, and the canal, that was very kind of put together, very structured. And then they've got some really, really nice water terraforming at the back left with lots of different river inlets and islands, which is nice. And then over on the right, you have another kind of nice kind of lake with the house in the middle. I bet that looks absolutely stunning in reality. And then you have a neighborhood behind the resident services and the shops either side. So if you're struggling to know where to put your shops and your houses, why not put them all together, create kind of a little town feel, really, really nice. They've made use of the peninsula by putting the campsite there, which I like as well. So great job, beautiful map. Again, another really, really nice piece of art. In at number 9, we have the island of Eventide, created by Koala. I really, really like this map. It's so pretty. Again, the water terraforming is stunning, and I bet that that would look gorgeous running around the island. They've kind of separated off one of their river mouths with a land bridge, which is a cool idea. There's just so much going on, so much to try and take in. That must have taken a long time to do all of that water terraforming, but it looks really, really beautiful. The neighborhood as well, which is all at the back of the island, and you can see there's different levels there, and they've kind of separated off as to where the path is, which is nice and can kind of give you an idea as to how it works, because again, they've used a custom path. The houses aren't totally symmetrical, which is fine if you're doing a neighborhood, because you can you have free reign to put the houses wherever you like, and I do like that as well. So amazing job. I think the entrance of this island will be gorgeous as well, with all the different inclines. That looks really, really cool. So definitely another thing to think about when you're creating an island that you want the map to look good, is about where your water terraforming is. In at number 10, we have the Island of Heaven, which was submitted by Melon. Melon has gone all out here and really stuck to a theme for their map. They've used this star as an amazing kind of centerpiece as to how to kind of guide and plan out their island, which, if you want to do something like this, is super cool and would look really, really effective on your map. They've kind of put the houses around the free spots that they have, so they're dotted around. You've got a bit of a neighborhood by resident services, and then I like the way that she's put the Nooks Cranny, the Able Sisters, and the museum to kind of create like a bit of a triangle, and their house is in the center, which is so cool. I really, really love this. I think it's super unique and very, very interesting. I've seen a few maps that kind of dedicate to one shape, but this is just, yeah, I love it. Really cool. In at number 11, we have the Island of Eos, created by Conor. Now, this is a stunning map, and I have toured this island, so if you want to check it out, go look at my previous videos. This island is a mixture of themes, and the water terraforming with all the paths is just stunning. There's so many different kind of elements to this. You've got some really natural kind of like islands, and you've got the campsite in the bottom left, which is on its own little individual island, which is so cool. And there's a few different kind of other areas that have their own dedicated islands, which is really, really nice. The bridges throughout are gorgeous. There's lots of like plaza areas and things as well. So it's a really, really gorgeous map, and you can see the different houses are separated out. There's no kind of uniform neighborhood on this island, but I think it works really, really well. And that water terraforming must have taken forever, but yeah, stunning map, stunning island. Definitely go and check it out. In at number 12, we have the island of Piccadilly. I hope I said that right, Lindsay. It's created by EarthLindz, and it's a bird-themed island, which I really, really like. And what they've done on their island is they've created little areas which resemble shapes. So we have a duck in the pond, there's like an apple with the path, there's some music notes, a knife and fork, a picnic bench, I think that is, a gyroid even, and even like someone swimming down in the bottom left, and a coffee cup. I love it. I love the fact that they've gone to town and kind of added in these cool little shapes. It's really, really funky and definitely unique, because I don't think you see many islands like this. They have got a bit of a neighborhood in the left where the square is, which is quite cool. There's lots of different houses. The mixture of the paths is really nice as well. I imagine they've used some custom design paths here and there. The pond in the middle is pretty unique as well. I would be intrigued to see how that translates in reality. So again, just something cool, a bit different, just to show you guys. For number 13, I've got the island of Hitaka, created by HK from Hitaka over on Instagram, so go and check her out. This island is pretty interesting and I wanted to include it because they've broken up the in-game path, which makes it look kind of abandoned and cool. I really like the unique neighborhood which is going on in the bottom left, where you've kind of got houses coming off the plaza and then it snakes back into kind of the side along the beach and also up a hill, which is really cool. The waterways are really nice as well. They've kind of looped them round, but they're not joining, which is interesting. Really, really cool. There's lots of kind of hills, lots of islands as well. So in the river mouth near the south, you can see that they've put a big island in the middle, and then they've got bridges coming off either side. That's something quite unique. Don't tend to see that very often, so I really, really like that. Again, we've got a few plazas here and there at the back right and back left, so that's cool. And it's just really, really pretty and definitely something that looks very natural and gorgeous. So thank you, Hannah. At number 14, we have the island of Valeria, which was created by Heather. This again is a very natural looking island. I really like how they've done the pathing. These aren't circles, they look kind of like leaves on the map, which I really, really like. And again, very heavily water formed, and there's lots of rivers here, lots of islands, lots of ponds. You can see they've got a land bridge leading to the museum. There's some bridges here and there. There's lots of hills, which is cool, and lots of different inclines as well. Again, there's no set neighborhood there here, which I think works perfectly for this island map where everything is kind of separated and you've got kind of little nooks and crannies that you can go through to try and find the houses, which is just perfect for a natural looking island. Gorgeous map. Thank you so much, Heather. And finally, at number 15, I have my own map. This is the map of Laurel, which was my coastal town. And I wanted to show it to you because I used a lot of in-game paths in this island. And I wanted to demonstrate how I did it, just to show you guys and hopefully inspire you. So there's a few different elements to this. As it was a coastal town, I did do quite a lot of beach areas. So the back left and the bottom left house, which is kind of on a hill, that is kind of sand areas. The rest are all plaza areas, which was definitely different for me. I never really did that before. I have got two little neighborhoods, one all in a row at the back of the island and one where they're kind of in a square formation, which I quite like. And then my house, or no, the second house in the top right, that's on a kind of a port area, which is why you've got the things sticking out, and the ground there was used to make a boat. So, and yeah, so that's how it looks on the map. And then you've got two individual kind of inlets of water. I tried to stay away from too much water terraforming here, but again, it's something to inspire you and show you something different. So I hope it helped. So guys, that's the end of the video. We've been joined by Eric. Eric, what are you doing? I hope you find those maps are really, really helpful, and I hope it can help you when you're planning out your islands, organising your islands, and thinking about how to lay things out. It is super hard to do. I find it really, really hard. Some people like to map out, plan them out, draw things, which is definitely a great advice, and maybe I should do that as well, instead of just trying to wing it. But that's just me. So if you did enjoy the video, please remember to click the like button, and if you're new here and want to see more Animal Crossing content, please remember to subscribe. I'll see you again soon with another video, and if you do want to see more like this, then please leave a comment as well, let me know, and we can definitely come up with some more planning map ideas videos. So yeah, I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.